Hello and welcome. I am Roy at Ninja 90, and today I will be reviewing the NECA Gargoyles Demona Ultimate action figure. And I got some things to say about her. So with that said, let's get on with this review. And now, starting things off with the box, because you know we have to talk about really cool, awesome looking boxes on the channel when we have them. And of course, front and center, we can see some really cool cover art of Demona flying through the city of New York with the very awesome, very beautiful full moon in the background. And of course, we have the Disney logo right there. And of course, we have Gargoyles Demona Ultimate action figure written right there. And of course, the inside of the box, we have a very awesome, beautiful promotional picture of the figure right there, looking really nice. And of course, we have the inside tray of the box where the figure would be, but I've already taken her out. Only thing in the box is her accessories, which I will be getting to later in the video. And of course, the top of the box, it just says Disney Gargoyles Demona Ultimate action figure. We have ages 14 and up, so all you 13-year-olds, yeah, sorry, you're out of luck. And of course, it says warning, choking hazard, so yeah, don't mistake this for a Snickers bar or try to eat it, because it's not gonna go over so well in your stomach. But anyway, turn it to the side, we have another really cool close-up promotional picture of the figure, and it says Disney Gargoyles, and we have the NECA logo. The other side of the box, we have another super sweet promotional picture of the figure right there, with the Grimorum Acronorum in hand, and it says Disney Gargoyles NECA again. Bottom of the box, nothing too interesting. Back of the box, we have another really cool promotional picture of the figure with the roaring face head. We have Disney and Gargoyles again. We have different promotional pictures of her with the different accessories that she comes with. We have this bazooka right here. I think it's some type of laser gun weapon. And of course, the Grimorum Acronorum. I thought the book that Goliath came with, the Goliath figure came with, was the Grimorum Acronorum, but no, Demona comes with the Grimorum Acronorum, and we got the different figures in the line, which I really hope NECA gets the Gargoyles licensed back, because, yeah, they've definitely been improving. And of course, we have Goliath, Lexington, which, if they do get the license back, hopefully they do reissue Lexington, because, yeah, I am not paying those eBay prices. I'm sorry. Limited edition Target exclusive, yeah, that's a field day for scalpers. But anyway, we have Demona right there. Which is the figure you are getting inside. We have Brooklyn, which I've also previously reviewed. We have Hudson, which I've also previously reviewed. I have also previously reviewed Goliath. We have Broadway, which I don't have either. But I may or may not track them down. I'll see. But anyway, we have the bio for the Gargoyles, so you can pause that and read it if you want to. And if you haven't seen the Gargoyle series before, it is on Disney Plus. I used to watch it a lot when I was little and when I was younger, and when it was on Toon Disney, when they had Toon Disney. So yeah, Gargoyles is cool. And also, for you guys that don't know, if you watch Masters of the Universe Revelation and Revolution, yeah, the voice actor that voiced Goliath and Gargoyles, Keith David, also voices Hordak, which is also the voice of Spawn, and I believe Arbiter from Halo as well. But anyway, guys, that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. And now, here we have the NECA Gargoyles Demona Ultimate action figure right here before us in all of her stunning, beautiful, but deadly Stone by Day, Warrior by Night glory. As you can see, this is a well-sculpted, well-detailed, highly articulated figure made by these super cool, awesome people at NECA, of course. As you can see, she is sporting a very beautiful, vibrant, purplish blue color scheme on her skin, and you can see her very beautiful red hair there. Very, very nice. And of course, you can see her very beautiful gold crown there on her head, and she is also wearing some very, very beautiful earrings there, and they do hang off her ear. As you can see, they do move, and we also see she is wearing a bicep bracelet right there on her arm, at least one of them, and also on her opposite foot or ankle, she is wearing a very beautiful gold ankle bracelet. But not the kind that people wear when they're under not that kind of ankle bracelet. The jewelry kind. So very beautiful there. And of course, she's wearing sort of like these tattered like cloth pieces to cover up. We have her like loincloth right there with her very beautiful leather belt, and of course she is wearing the same top that matches the loincloth, and it's, she's wearing kind of like a single strap there over her shoulder. The signature Demona look for Gargoyles, I guess, because, you really don't see her wearing anything else, and, except for the episodes where you see her in human form, and, where, she kind of had a falling out with Macbeth, and, she was, fighting him in a wedding dress and transforming. But, anyway, that would be cool, though, if NECA got the Gargoyles license back. Yeah, that would be cool. Like, give us, like, a figure with, like, Demona in, like, the ripped-up wedding dress. That would be awesome. But anyway, going over detail with her face, and I know I already pointed out her earrings, but you can see her eyes are well painted, looking very beautiful. We have some very lovely, luscious red lips there. And of course, I already mentioned her hair. It's very red, Chucky Finster-like hair. Yeah, I know. But she does have long red hair, though. Very beautiful. But anyway, going over articulation with this figure. Her head, we can look up about that much, but yeah, due to her long hair in the back, it kind of prohibits articulation a bit. But we can look down, we can look right, we can look left, and if we want to, we gotta, bring her hair over her wings. We can do a full-on 360 cranium revolvus, and I know that looked weird, but it's doable. And of course, her wings are on a swivel hinge, but you have to attach them out of the box, so we can turn them up and we can turn them down, just like the volume on your TV or your radio. You can turn it up and down, and of course we do have a hinge. Same is true with the other wing, and there's a lot of stuck paint in there. That's why you hear it clicking and clacking. And we have a hinge on those wings. So, and of course, she does have sort of like these little like 3-clawed mini hands on her wings as well. And also Brooklyn also has that same detail on his wings as well. And of course, we do have really good shoulder articulation. So the shoulders are, they're on a swivel hinge, so we can bring them all the way out into a T-pose like so. And we can bring them back down. We can swivel all the way around a full 360. Let me move her wing out the way. So, yeah, we do have that. And we can go the opposite way. So let me move her other wing out of the way so I can demonstrate articulation with the other arm. As you are witnessing, we do have a really good bicep swivels as well. So we can swivel those biceps all the way around a full 360 like so. And of course, we do have a double joint at the elbow. And speaking of elbows, let me bring her up. You see this bony spike right there? That bony spike, you have to be careful. Because if you're not careful, that can draw blood. That can literally cut your skin and draw blood and make you bleed. So, do be careful. I'm going to show you guys right now. And yeah, this does not feel very good. How pointy and pokey that really is. You see that indentation in my finger right there? That's how pointy and sharp that is. So, do be careful. That's why these figures are not for kids. Do be careful. Although Gargoyles was, well, kind of a kid show, these figures are not for kids. That's why it has ages 15 plus. Or 14 plus. But anyway, we have a double joint at the elbow, so we can bend those elbows all the way forward like so. And then back, same is true with the other elbow. So bend it all the way in. And then back out. So if we want to kind of put her in that shock pose, like, oh no, like, oh my gosh type of pose. Yeah, we can totally do that if we want to. Because, yeah, these figures, well, Demona anyway, is super articulated. And we also have a really good torso joint there. So we do have torso articulation. We do have an ab crunch, so we can bring her forward about this much, back about that much, and we can rock side to side and lean side to side. And can we? Yes, we can rotate all the way around a full 360 and the opposite way. No waist rotation, so it's only at the top torso. Also, we do have really good wrist joints, so we can spin those hands all the way around and rock them forward and back on a hinge. Same is true with the other hand. And our hands are interchangeable, by the way, because she does come with handy accessories, which I will be getting into very soon. And let me man, put her wing back up. So, yeah. And of course, we do have, I believe, yeah, we do have some ball joints in the hips, so we can split out about that much, and then bring them back in. We can swivel those hips a little bit, not a whole lot. We can kick forward about this much. Well, actually, yeah, we can swivel her legs like all the way out like this. So like we can, so yeah, we do have a good range of motion in the hips. So that's good. Also, she does have a double joint in the knee, in the knees, unlike the other NECA Gargoyles figures. Some reason the ladies happen to have double jointed knees, but not the boys. I don't know what's with that. And also be careful with the knees as well, because these bony spikes on the knees, just like on the elbows. I don't know if you could see that indentation in my thumb, but yeah, that can make you bleed. So yeah, please keep these away from small children. For the love of God and everything that's holy, because we don't need any any accidents happening. But anyway, we do have a good hinge in the ankles, so we can bend those ankles all the way forward like so, and then back. And we do have a hinge in the toes, so we can bend those toesy woesies of hers forward and then back again. And also, I'd have to say NECA done a really good sculpting job on those toe claws there, looking really nice. And also, she has some really nice back heel claws there. And yeah, they do look darker than her skin as well. So, yeah, NECA is definitely bringing out some details, especially in that mani-pedi there. If you look at her hand claws and her toe claws, really nice. And going to the back, demonstrating tail articulation. The tail is on a bendy wire, and you do have to connect it out of the box. Basically, all you do is you take this and you plug it right into her bootay like that. And we do have a hinge, so we can basically articulate it up and down, and we can bend the tail any way we want to. But yeah, I would definitely be careful how you bend the tail, because you do not want that bendy wire to snap, because that's not going to be very fun. But anyway, she's about a decent price on BigBadToyStore.com, so she's still easy to replace, at least for now. But anyway, getting into accessories with this figure. Now, of course, she does come with I've already talked about it when I was reviewing the box. We do have this laser gun weapon, I believe, or like some military type of assault rifle. And of course, we do have this rocket launcher right here, this huge bazooka. And of course, she has the Grimorum Acronorum. Now, the cool thing about this particular accessory she comes with, check this out. You can open it like this, so he does have this this little locking mechanism on it. You take that off, and check that out. It can open up, and yeah, we can even turn the pages. Check that out. Really nice. Look at that. Yeah, I want you to do me a favor and read that for me. Yeah, it's a bunch of gibberish, jibber jabber. I'm just joking. I don't really expect anybody to read that. I'm just joking. Anyway, moving on to her other accessories, if I can get her to stand. She does come with interchangeable face. So we have this roaring face head with some blood-red eyes in there, looking like she's screaming bloody murder, roaring up into the sky. Now, of course, a lot of people see Demona as a villain character in Gargoyles. But she's more like a tragically misled character. I don't necessarily consider Demona to be a villain, so all we have to do is take that face off and try to hold up. Give me a minute here. So yeah, I know she's might be easier to attach. Okay, now I have it. There we go. That's her roaring face head. Alrighty. Now if I could get her head back on the ball joint. Alright. Now I got it. I don't know, she looks like she looks like an evil vampire like that now. But anyway, that's her with her roaring face head in. If I can get her to stand, because I went bend that bendy wire. Now I'm having trouble standing her. But anyway, now I got her standing. Of course, we have her handy accessories. we have this gripping hand with a trigger finger right here, and we have this other hand, I believe that's to hold the Grimorum. And we have two closed fist hands. So, since I prefer her with her basic face, because to me, this one just looks like a bloodthirsty evil vampire. Let's swap them back out. No, that's Demona. Alright. Okay, now we have her, the preferred face, so the one that I'd much rather have. Okay, now let's get her trigger finger hand in. So let's see how she looks with those guns. Alright, if I can get this hand, so pop that hand off. Put this hand in. So yeah, got that trigger finger hand in. And let's start with the big rocket launcher. Let's see if I can get that in. It's supposed to go in. I don't know. I'm having issues here. All right, now I got it. So that is the rocket launcher weapon. See if I can, well, that's it. She's just gonna have to hold it like that. So there's the humongous bazooka. So yeah, looking nice. And now let's see how she looks with the laser gun. If that goes in. Or, is this the right hand for the laser gun? Maybe so, because I don't know. Okay. Alright, no. I don't know, let's, it's, where the hand goes at, it's kind of shaped a bit weird, but, at least supposed to go in like that. Alright, that's the best I can get it, so I'm just gonna leave it there. So yeah, that's the laser gun, at least supposed to be. So yeah, doesn't seem like she holds it that well, unless I'm just not doing it right, but that's how she looks with the laser gun. But anyway, putting her basic hand back in. But anyway, that pretty much concludes it for detail, articulation, and accessories with this figure. So if I have to give this one a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give her a drum roll, please. And based on detail and articulation and playability, I have to give her a well-deserved, knocked out of the park 10 out of 10, because why? I think NECA improved on this one. Usually I would have to take points off of the NECA Gargoyles figures because of the design flaw with the wings, but this figure, however, doesn't seem to be giving me very many problems with that, if not any. So she definitely gets a pass on the wings, and I'd say these wings are pretty good. Now they are a bit stiff, so you would probably say, why don't I take points off for that? It's because I think these wings, the way that NECA fixed the wings on this one, I think it's an overall improvement, and the design, detail, and articulation, really good. Definite step up from where they started, and yeah, I do have high hopes that they get the line back, because I seen the Armored Xanatos is back for pre-order on BigBadToyStore.com, and yeah, I'm talking about the NECA Gargoyles one. So I'm definitely going to be on a lookout for when that one finally drops, that big bad, because that's one I would really like to get in my collection and review for you guys. But anyway, that pretty much concludes it for this review. As always, thank you guys all so much for watching. Your viewership is much appreciated. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And to wrap it all up, stay safe, take care, God bless, stay positive, stay powered up, and peace out.